Hey everybody, this is Chris again with LoveBookOnline.com, and today I'm going to show you how to use the character editor. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to click on Create Giver, so that's going to be from me. You're given two options here. You can say Start New or Add from Gallery. Now if you don't have any characters in your gallery yet, it should just say Start New, but as you build people, you could build your friends or sons, daughters, anything you want. So let's go ahead and hit Start New, and I'm going to go ahead and start with my name. Put Chris in there. Next, you can select the age, which is adult or child. The difference is the body height, and so in this case I'll hit adult and I'll click on masculine. Now the difference between a template is basically it's just like a set of predefined features, but again these are all changeable. So I'll hit continue. Now you're given the basically character editor. This is very similar to a lot of character editors you may have used before in the past. There's a tab system here, so you can go through all the different options, which are hair, eyes, nose, mouth, and then you get into like things like clothing options. So I'm just gonna quickly go through and start grabbing my characters' features and show you how they work. I also wanted to show you that there is a little dropper tool. And this dropper tool is basically your color palette. So a lot of people ask, how do I change the color of my skin tone? Well, that's how you do it right there, this little dropper. Same thing on the hair. You can go through and change hair color by, let me just pick out my hair first. I'll show you. If I do long, or no, let's do medium, and that's kind of similar to my hair. I'm gonna go through and actually change the color now. So my hair's black. And the next two droppers are highlights and ombre. So you can see a little bit of a gradient going on. So in my highlights, I'll put like maybe some brown highlights, and then as an ombre, just to give it a little bit of depth, I'll put maybe a little bit of brown in there, maybe a little darker, something like that. So it just gives it a little bit of texture, makes the character pop a little bit more. But I do also want to show you how facial hair works. So the cool thing about facial hair is you can actually layer it. So let's just say that I have 5 o'clock shadow, and it's a little bit on the lighter side, so I'll make it like a light brown, but I can also put a goatee on top of it. So you have like a shadow, but you also have a goatee going, and then you can also change the color of that as well to match whatever look you're going for. So those are just a couple of cool features, and if you ever need to get rid of them, you just click on the tab and then just get rid of them. So let me just speed through this. So I think I'm pretty happy with the way my character looks now. I'll go ahead and hit the save button. Again, you can always change your name and hit save, and you're all set. You have the giver created, and now you want to go in and create the receiver. And I'm just going to really quickly speed through this so I have a character to use. I'm going to start new, and there you go. I have my character Sarah created. I go ahead and hit save, and now I have both of my LoveMojis created. Now, if you do have characters in your gallery, you can go in, and I have some characters already preloaded. So here are our friends Madeline and Carlton. So I can show you what they would look like if we drop them in, them from the gallery. And now you have multiple people. Now, some people ask if we can have multiple characters in your book. That is a feature that we do plan on doing at some point in time. We can do multiple children, and I can show you that later on in a different tutorial on how to create a kid's book. So that's pretty much it for creating your LoveMoji characters. Now on to the next tutorial, creating and picking your cover.